Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by software as a service company Ansarada Group, ASX code AND. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now by the CEO of Ansarada, Sam Riley. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Ansarada is a software as a service and governance solutions company. Its namesake platform is used by some of the world's top companies, advisors and even governments to manage their critical information when negotiating and completing a corporate deal, undertaking a tender or managing compliance and board-related matters. The recent acquisition of market-leading governance, risk and compliance software company Triline has significantly bolstered Ansarada's offering. All right, Sam, I'll come back to that acquisition in just a minute, but firstly tell me exactly what does Ansarada's software platform do and who are your key clients?
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Well, our platform helps people exchange information securely, collaborate, ask questions, deliver answers, and also a lot of reporting and audit trails on all of that activity so people can keep their finger on the pulse, make smart decisions. And we're used in capital raising, M&A deals, lots of corporate activity where due diligence is essential and there's a lot of risk involved. So clients of ours are like Goldman Sachs, Deloitte, Qantas, Google's a client of ours. They're a very acquisitive firm and they've been using us for several years on hundreds of their transactions.
What does your customer growth look like over the last few years?
Yeah, we've grown rapidly. Like a few years ago, we were around 2,300 customers. Now we're sitting at 3,500 customers globally.
The financial year 21 looked pretty good too. Tell me, what was your revenue for FY21? What was your EBITDA? And what was the growth on EBITDA from the prior year?
Yeah, revenue, we came in at 33.4 million, EBITDA 5.9, and it was actually EBITDA was 64% up on the previous year.
What about the top line numbers for the last quarter? How do they look?
Very strong. We generated over 10 million. It was a record quarter, Q1 for us. Customer number adds were strong. We got more revenue per customer, per account. So it was a very strong Q1 for us and 44% growth year on year and double digit on the previous quarter.
Right, you just took over Triline. Very briefly, who are they and what did that deal look like?
They're an established software platform that helps companies with all their risk and compliance activities. So it could be standards against like ISO standards or audit. It could be regulatory standards that companies have to comply with. So it's a platform that helps people establish that, manage it and evidence it with confidence.
What was their revenue last year?
2.2 million. We acquired the business for 5.2. Their revenue is 90% plus reoccurring revenue, very sticky customer base, and we have 10% of customers shared, and it's very strategic for us because we're trusted by the C-suite, and that's also the customers that depend on Triline's products, so there's a big expansion opportunity for us there.
Sam Riley from Ansarada, thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears today. And remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB and 3AW websites and click the Public Companies tab.